Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Garrett the Bear, and I'm back at you guys again with a brand new video. Today's video is going to be kind of a special one because it'll be the very first video of a new series that I'm starting on the channel. A little while back, I got this book, 3,000 Questions About Me. Basically, it is what it sounds like. It's a book, pages upon pages of just random questions. And they're not like, oh, what's your favorite color? Or, you know, what's your pet's name? They're like deep questions. I think you guys will enjoy, and you'll get to learn a lot more about me personally and, you know, be able to engage with. The plan for this series is there's 3,000 questions, so that could be, you know, 30 or 130 questions, or, you know, 310 questions, or like just a bunch of different combinations of numbers. What I think I'm going to do is 20 questions per video and the potential for 150 videos. So with all that said, let's get right into it. But before we start, I want to remind you all, if you are watching and have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do that right now. Just scroll down just a little bit, click on that subscribe button, turn the notification bell, that way you're always notified whenever I upload a video. Also leave a like on the video, it helps the channel out a ton. And now, let's actually get into the video. Alright, question number 1. What is your idea of perfect happiness? Now, my personal idea of perfect happiness is, obviously, you gotta be healthy, have people around you that bring you up, uplift you, just in a positive manner. It's not about what material things you have or, like, you know, what you've got going for you. It's more like if you're doing what you love, or if you just are getting overall satisfaction with your day-to-day life. Like, you could be making 6 figures, but, you know, be single, not have a family, then you're not happy, you know. You have so much money, it's not translating into happiness, whereas you could be making 30 grand a year, you know, less money, significantly, and have, a solid support system, a family, have dreams, have children, like all these things. You could be so much happier with less money. So my idea of perfect happiness is just generally having good people around you. Just the people in your life can contribute a lot to your happiness. So I think a perfect happiness would be doing what you love with who you love. Okay, what is my greatest fear? I don't know. Obviously, like, loss is a very scary thing, like losing family, losing friends, like growing apart from people, like that's always scary. Like, I don't ever sit and dwell on what I'm fearing, because then that just takes away from your experience of life as a whole. Like, you could be afraid of, you know, swimming in the ocean. There's a small percentage of sharks gonna eat you. In that, you know, you could still be worrying about that and then not get the enjoyment of swimming in the ocean. You don't want to dwell on fear, but obviously you have it. It's just natural. What is the trait you most deplore in yourself? Ooh, I would probably have to say my indecisiveness. I am not a huge fan of how indecisive I am. Everybody's a little indecisive, like, oh, where do we eat? I don't know. Here. Like, there's so many options, but like, I always have a bad habit of deciding one thing and then changing my mind like 8 different times and then coming back to the same solution. It just confuses the whole situation. Like, say if you want to go eat somewhere, I say, let's eat here. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's not eat here. Let's go eat here. And it makes everything more inconvenient, and it annoys everybody, and it annoys myself. I can't stand when I do it. It just happens. I'm trying to work on it as a person individually to get better. And I can make decisions and I can be sure in them. It's just that in a moment, like, quick thinking, making decisions, it's like not always. That's why organized basketball was always kind of a struggle for me, because like the quick decision making and trying to figure out the right thing to do, like trying to do the right thing in a situation is always hard, because you have so many different scenarios playing through your head, and like trying to decide from them is a very difficult thing. What is my greatest extravagance? I had to think about that one for a minute, because I don't really know. There's many definitions for this word, but in this sense, it's like something you didn't have to spend a bunch of money on, but you did, and like it just, you know, it's something of a lot of monetary value that you have. Something that I've spent a lot of money on, like that I didn't necessarily need. Ooh. Like, obviously my laptop was a lot of money, and I bought that, but I needed it for videos because my other one like crashed because the editing software, it couldn't run on there. So I wouldn't consider that an extravagance. My car was definitely not an extravagance. I needed that. I don't know. I don't have any like extreme crazy extravagances. I just think I have like a bunch of little ones. Like a lot of too many hats, pairs of shoes, socks, that kind of thing. Like things I don't really need. I just get a lot of little things instead of bigger things, I guess, because it makes me feel better about doing it. I don't know. What is your current state of mind? My current state of mind, I would say anxious. I'm definitely anxious for what's to come, because I'm leaving college and I've got, you know, I'm projecting a lot of things. I'm thinking a lot of things. I'm gonna start working again. I'm gonna do YouTube a lot. I'm gonna hit it hard, and I'm thinking of all, like, just a bunch of different things I could do, possibilities, things like that. I just want it to kind of get here. I want to just leave now so I can get started, but I also don't want to leave yet, and I also don't want to go to class, which I've been slacking on. I have already decided I'm dropping out. So personally, in my opinion, I don't really think I need to, because obviously I need credit in case I go back to college, but I don't think I'll come back, like, ever. Like, obviously you have to have a plan B. I don't think I'm going to. Like, I'm gonna make this work. I'm not gonna stop until I get my dreams. So like, there's no point in focusing on this plan B. because it's not gonna happen. My plan A is gonna happen, and that's that. So my current state of mind is definitely anxious, but I'm also very happy. You know, I'm happy with how things are going. You know, the channel's doing well. Things are good with Maddie. Like, everything's good in my life. Like, nothing really bad has happened. I'm happy about that, but I'm just anxious about everything as a whole in general. But it's not bad. Like, it's good. It's more excitement than anxiety, I would say. It's more general excitement. Like, for the foreseeable future, I'm just excited to see how things play out. What do you consider the most overrated virtue? I think they're all, like, rated pretty good. Like, honesty, I think, is, you know, you have to be honest. But there's also some situations where being too honest can get you into trouble. There's always, like, you can always be too something. Like, you can be too honest, you can be too patient. Like, there's certain things that there's always there's a line you can always cross with certain virtues. I wouldn't really overrate any of them because they're all similar in that you can always go over the line. But I think honesty, it's not overrated, but it's one that you can definitely kind of bend. Question number 7, on what occasion do you lie? I haven't lied a lot lately. I mean, I don't know. If person B didn't like person A, and person A asked me if person B didn't like them, I'd be like, I don't know, even though I knew. I'd be like, I don't know, you should talk to them about it. They'd be like, okay. That lie would result in person A confronting person B, them talking it amongst themselves and working it out. So I guess that would be a situation where I would lie, is if it was to put a situation on the right track. Because lying is not always a bad thing, it's just about timing it and using it in the right context. What do you most dislike about your appearance? I can say this with 100% certainty that I don't genuinely dislike anything about my appearance. And that's not me being cocky, that's not me being stuck up or anything. I just genuinely don't dislike how I look. I actually kind of like how I look. Like, I don't like to dwell on negative, just in general, but especially physical features, because, like, there's nothing I can do to control it, especially, like, how I look. Like, obviously, I could, if I didn't like how how much I weighed or what I look like physically, I would change it. I could change it, because that's something I can control. But, like, how my face looks, I can't control that. So I've just grown to like it. And obviously I like it anyway, but, like, if I didn't like it, I would learn to like it, because it's my face. And that's it. I don't know, I kind of like how I look, though. Which living person do you most despise? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I don't despise any one living person, because I'm not a very hateful guy. I could dislike you for this much time and think on it and be like, it's not worth it. Why dislike them when you could just be nice to them, you know? That sounds corny and, like, totally cliche, but, like, I genuinely mean that. Like, I don't dislike anybody. It's just like, whatever. Like, if they get on my nerves, like, yeah, but it goes away. I can grow to, like, enjoy their presence or to like them, but I wouldn't say I despise anybody, any one living person. What is the quality you most like in a man? I think the context of this question is, like, what would I prefer in a man, like, but I don't swing that way. But just in a general man, like, respect is obviously huge. Like, you gotta be respectful to just everybody. Because, like, if you're disrespectful to people, you're automatically less of a man to me. If you're a male and you are, you know, bad to people, like, if you're disrespectful, if you're mean, you're rude to your girlfriend, if you're rude to your parents, if you're rude to just whoever, if you're just, you know, a general, then you're not as high up of a man as, say, a guy who's, like, he's honest, he's helpful, he's respectful, that kind of thing. You know, you gotta be upstanding. You gotta like present yourself in a positive way. What is the quality you most like in a woman? Basically, copy and paste what I said about a man. Regardless of your gender, just be a good person. That's it. Which words or phrases do you most overuse? Oh boy. Fan-freaking-tastic. I don't use that often, but I use a lot of bro, a lot of dude. It's hard for me to sit here and think about it when I'm not actually, like, talking. Just casually in conversation, I'll say things that I don't pick up on that I say a lot, that I just can't really think of right now here in the moment. But I know there's several. And if you look back at the older videos, there's a lot of things that I say, like mannerisms and, like, just words and phrases I use consistently. What or who is the greatest love of your life? Obviously my family. Love them, like, immeasurably, unconditionally. Love my family. Maddie, I love her very much. She's so close to me, and, like, she makes my heart so happy. You know, family and Maddie and my friends, like, I just love them all. They're the greatest people ever for supporting me in everything I do. Like, you don't have to, but you choose to do it because you love me, and I love you in return, and for supporting me and everything. I just love you guys more than anything in this whole world. When and where were you happiest? Here and now, always. I'm always at my happiest, I think. I don't think there's one time I'm at my specific happiest, because as long as I'm alive and as long as I have people that care about me and I care about, then I'm happy. And as long as I'm doing what I love, making videos, I'm happy. And I can do that anywhere, so I'll be happy all the time. Which talent would you most like to have? I've always thought being able to sing really well would be really cool. Like, I can sing a little bit, just enough to kind of, like, sing a little to myself while I'm playing the guitar, you know? That'd be really cool to be able to do that really, really well. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I would give myself, like, an extra 2 inches of height. I would probably make myself a little taller. I don't know. Again, I'm happy with how I am and who I am right now. Like, I don't want to change anything because it may make me different, and I don't want to be different. I want to be me right now, so change nothing, except for a little bit more height. What do you consider your greatest achievement? I don't know. I'm so young, 18, almost 19, like, there's so much more life ahead of me. My greatest achievement thus far, I don't even know. If I was to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? I'm gonna go with an animal, probably. I would want to come back as a cat, strictly because imagine how chill being a cat would be. Like, take a moment and think, what do? They eat, they sleep, they lay, you know, they kill stuff, if depending on the situation. They just vibe all day long. Like, imagine that being your life 24/7. Where would you most like to live? Anywhere. I don't care. As long as I can sleep at night and record videos during the day, I don't care. I would live anywhere. Now, obviously, coming back home would be nice, you know, every once in a while, but I could live anywhere. Question number 20, the final question of today's episode. What is your favorite possession? My favorite or my most treasured possession. I'm assuming this is talking about like physical, like, you know, material possession. Just anything I use to make videos with. It's obviously not one possession, but anything I use to make videos, like my computer, cameras, SD cards, everything that I use in my arsenal to make videos, that's what I treasure most as far as possessions go, because my love, my life, my dreams are manifested in that equipment, and that equipment is what allows me to bring my dreams to life, as well as you wonderful people out there who are subscribed and are watching this video right now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this very first episode of the 3,000 Questions About Me series. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know if there's anything you want to change, like you want to see differently, like you want me to see me like just format a little differently. I don't know. Like, so I did the first 20 questions of this book in this episode, and there's many more episodes to come if you guys enjoy. So let's try to get 15 likes on this video in the first 24 hours. So if you guys are at this point of the video, have not liked it yet, be sure to leave a like. Also, if you're at the end of the video, which is about the end of the video, if you are not subscribed, you may as well subscribe, because this is the very end of the video. You had to have enjoyed it to stay this long. So just scroll down, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, that way you're always notified when I upload a video. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. This has been Gary the Bear, and I will see you guys again next time.